r/ForeverAlone. Drunken _ nobody says. Keep getting ghosted by the same woman. A few weeks ago, a coworker of mine expressed interest in possibly being a FWB. We added each other on Snapchat and texted each other for a day or two before she ghosted me. I kept sending her messages and she always left me on read. I took that as a sign that she was not interested, so I deleted her on Snapchat. A few days later, she told me to text her, and I told her that I had deleted her. When I said that, she got really upset and demanded that I add her back on Snap. I added her back and asked if she was actually going to text me this time. She said she was, but never did. Once again, she texted me for about a day and then ghosted me again. So I deleted her Snapchat again. About a week later, she confronted me at work and once again got upset and asked why I deleted her Snap again. I again told her that she was not responding to any of my texts, so I didn't see the point in having her on there. She then offered me her phone number, saying that she responds more through actual text messages than she does through Snapchat. So I put her number in my phone like she wanted. We texted for about 3 days this time and I actually thought the things were starting to look up. But for the third time, she has completely ghosted me. She doesn't answer any of my texts, even though she demanded that I text her. I'm done. Next time I see her at work, I'm going to straight up tell her that she better start responding, or else she's permanently blocked. Guts_7313 says. Just block her, brother. She is not worth your time. She wouldn't have ghosted you if she was really interested. I'm not sure, but maybe she is just making fun along with her friends of how many times you will text her or give her chances. No need to confront her, just block her and ignore her eye roll if you don't have any work related thing to do with her. Girls like this just want attention and will use you as a show off, like he kept texting me even when I wasn't replying and stuff. It's better to not give her any time of your day and not feed her ego. Parsnipold 797 says. It sounds like she is just using you for a confidence boost or to entertain her when she gets bored. You deserve better than that. Delete her and don't go back. Solid says. Died. You should be ghosted only once. Prof_Garioke says. Why are you texting her more than once? You text her. You see if she responds. If she doesn't, you just move on to other things. Talk to me, or I'll block you is the worst thing you can do if you want this to move in a better direction. Also, if she's anything like me, she sees a message and thinks about how / if to respond for hours. Turn off your read receipts. There's no point in caring if they read your message or not, as it means nothing. Edit, bro, you've been posting about this chick for 2 months. Just move on. Decurdavez says. Tell her you're not interested in this kind of games. Period. Cursed Rando says. Don't even waste your time, man. Just move on. TR1 Pleasure 0 says. Mentally ill. Stay away. I know it's hard when you are desperate, but I have only wasted my time every time I tried something with someone like that. She gets off by giving you attention and then withdrawing it again, leaving you confused. It's some absurd power play that is way more common than it should be. You probably really pushed her buttons by deleting her every time. If I were you, I would wait until she writes you again. She will, but never reply yourself. IDKY, people can't just be decent. Burke 1867 says. Give her time, she might don't like texting. Is she act same when talking to you face to face? r/ForeverAlone. Needatingadbus 600 says. I cannot believe this just happened. Holy shit. I'm no longer just forever alone. I'm forever alone ultimate. I hit new lows it feels like every week, and this time I don't think I will ever be leaving my house again. I walked into work today and heard my coworkers talking about my forever alone status. They didn't use the term forever alone, but you get the point. I overheard them, and they didn't know I was there. As I told you guys a month or two ago, I slipped up by leaving my phone out in public, and my coworker saw a few of my forever alone posts. It was embarrassing and almost made me want to quit. Well, today it just got worse, and I walked out mid-shift. After hearing them talk, the conversation they had and all the negative feelings were pent up in my head for the next hour. One of my coworkers noticed that I looked angry, but in reality I was sad. But anyway, he told me in front of 3 customers that I need to stop moping and do something to change my life. He pointed to a woman and said ask her out. I told him I wasn't really feeling it right now and it wasn't a good time, but he poked me again and said to man up and grow a pair. I decided to go for it for whatever reason and approached her, still feeling sad and sweating a bit. She screamed and dropped her things. I guess I looked angry and scary, and she immediately ran for the hills. I don't blame her. I wasn't right mentally, but damn, why did the guy keep convincing me to approach? I ended up walking out of my shift and quit on the spot. 83GS says, I hope you find a better job. Massive Outlaw says, your coworker wanted to laugh and make fun of you behind your back. You took the bait of actually doing what he said. Barton_SG_aristocrat says, sounds like you may have a harassment case. They bullied and hounded you until you quit. Lordiggy88 says, that guy sounds like a jerk. That lady had no good reason to scream like that. Jitalf2000 says, your colleagues were assholes. I hope that you can find something better soon. Eaton9669 says, report them to ours for sexual harassment. I started to have people poke fun at me for my being far. It all started at a little get together at one of the AV guys' houses, and we got to drinking, and the topic of sex came up, and I was noticeably uncomfortable, and they could see it, so they all put their attention on me probing for my experiences, and this pretty much made me have a nervous breakdown, and everyone started teasing me for being a virgin in my late 20s. What was worse was that they didn't leave the topic at the gathering, it came to work the next day. All I had to do was say, if you keep going on about this, I will report 2 hours for sexual harassment. That shut the guy up. Sexual harassment, regardless of the context, is a really bad thing to have on your record here, since where I work is a college environment with lots of college age people, and this guy was in his late 50s. This guy still takes low-key jabs at me by asking me if I have a girlfriend yet. Luckily I don't go on Reddit at work, at least not on a computer anyway. My phone is locked down like Fort Knox. Lobster556 says, I told him I wasn't really feeling it right now and it wasn't a good time, but he poked me again and said to man up and grow a pair. At least they are seeing you as a guy with a problem rather than a weirdo or something. r/ForeverAlone. Morbid Nihilism says, hookup culture has never been a realistic scenario for FARs. Have you ever wondered why you've never been the chosen one for a hookup in a club or a party by one of those very expressive, extroverted, touchy/straightforward, promiscuous women? After all, if sex apparently happens more easily, and if they're promiscuous, they would be willing to FVCK other types/a wide variety of men, including shorter or fatter or uglier ones, right? No, even promiscuous women have a subconscious hierarchy/standards for one-night stands, and this really hurts once you realize that promiscuous women don't spread their willingness to hook up down the looks/status hierarchy. They still don't choose indiscriminately. There is still competition and standards, mainly physical ones, even though things were supposed to be the easiest. Why would a promiscuous woman choose an unattractive awkward guy instead of the confident attractive guy? Unless she would choose the unattractive guy out of pity, but that has never happened in real life, only in movies. There has been a whole generation of men completely tricked and gaslighted by Hollywood. You, the nerdy one in the party, no, she won't choose you to have sex with. This just doesn't happen in real life. Hookups were never meant for us, only for women and attractive guys. Burner Count 1227 says, this. More sex is being had, but for guys it is all for the guys at the top. Those of us at the bottom are actually worse off than before. Western_quantity_103 says, hookup culture is only for attractive and ultra extroverted guys. Anyone else less than that has absolutely zero chance, which hurts much more in a society where having sex regularly is almost a requirement to be considered successful and valid. Ajianoni says, that's why I don't even bother to go to party or club after series of awkwardness and going home alone. For party, I never got invitation for the one which is cool. I have been only to some awkward party where the age difference is huge and there is only one young hot chick among so many guys. For club, the girl wants someone who is fun and cool, probably know how to dance and approach woman. I am not this type of guy. I have seen guys getting desperate in a club and doing a lot of weird things to the girls when they don't get what they want. I don't want to be this type of guys neither. I hope you guys won't be them if you still decide to go. BananaCock007 says, less people are having more sex than ever. Aglister says, I still think it's mostly because we aren't at the same places and the same time. If I could somehow bear to be at an after hours club at 6 AM worrying about my outfit and hating all the loud drunks around me, then I could probably pull some woman for a runs without any compatibility for something long term. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.